Satanism, because I like to look into a lot of occultic things. Like, I like to do a lot of not serious studying, but studying as far as things like myths, dealing with like religious things, like anything to do with like gods and worshiping, like how the Greeks had Zeus and all of them, like how the Indians have Shiva, I think, the blue thing with all the arms, like how the Muslims got Allah and everything. I like to study a little bit of every different religious organization to try to understand exactly what makes them who they are. And it reminded me about the time where I was in 74, Rikers Island, and everything I'm about to say, this is all bugged out. Some of it is funny, some of it is weird, but I'm telling you, this is 100% no cap. I remember being in C74 adolescence, Rikers Island, and we had a Satanist come into the house. Now when I say Satanist, I know you're immediately thinking white dude, dressed in red, or, you know what I'm saying, coming in, spike collared. But this was a black dude, skinny black dude, weird black kid from either Staten Island or Queens, one of those boroughs. I do not remember what this guy came in for. All I remember is his face. I remember he was tall, one of the taller people in the house when he came in. I was around this dude for 3 days, maybe not even a whole 3 days, and he scared the shit. He spooked every single person in the house, to where ultimately everybody in the house made a decision and conspired to beat him up and spank him out the house when he came back from court, his 3rd day in the house. Even though he came in, he didn't play the Rikers Island politics. He sat in the back, he declared himself to be with it, but he was still weird and scary. So, like I said, this dude comes in here this day, and I got my list, because I want to make sure I say everything in the exact sequence that it happened. I got my list, right? So, found out this guy was a Satan worshiper. That's his 2nd day. But before I get to the 2nd day, I'm going to say his 1st day. He came in, he already was dressed weird. He had like the gothic look, you know, like the bell-bottom jeans, the goofy bell-bottom jeans with the holes in the legs and stuff like that. And he had on like a black shirt with rips in it, right? It probably said AC/DC or one of them shits. But we remember looking at him, we didn't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking, I'm like, oh look, another day room nigga. Here you go. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? This one right here is gonna sit right in the back. He's not gonna be a problem. I'm like, this is one where nobody gonna have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna come in, follow protocol. He did kind of follow protocol, you know. He went straight to his cell the 1st day. I watched the 2 dudes that ran the house. They had their little spiel, you know what I'm saying, that they usually do. The new guy comes in, they walk to his cell while he's still locked in, getting his cell together. They asked him a series of questions. They told him what he would have to do, blah, 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 blah. He agreed to everything. But he stayed locked in the whole 1st day, right? Now, he came out on the 2nd day, right? This was, I'm gonna say, a Thursday, I think, a Thursday. So, he comes out. He has a whip, the radio, the Sony radio, right? So he's coming out. These things are loud, by the way. And I can hear, all he's listening to is heavy metal. All the nigga listening to is heavy metal. I'm like, okay, one, you're a black kid from the inner city, I think. That's weird. Why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? But that's nothing. The next thing he started doing was staring, but like in a weird, like one of those, just at everybody. He just chilling. He going like this to everybody. As everybody walking around. Creepy. super duper creepy ass nigga, right? Creepy style, creepy status. One guy who was on the team didn't like it, and he jumped out the window and was about to beat him up, cursing him out, stuff like that, calling him dead room nigga and all that other stuff. The dude started like yelling in like a language that nobody could understand. No cap, a language nobody could understand. I don't know what it was. Haitian, Creole, satanic, I don't know what it was, but it was creepy. Creepy. I'm just sitting back. I'm like, hey man, how about we watch this guy for a little while? Like, I'm referring to other people in the house. I'm like, let's just watch him because he's a little weird. He's a little weird. Like, I don't know. He might really be a Satanist. He might spit like a voodoo riddle on one of y'all and y'all be fucked for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So that same day, even though he got put in the cell, he either left to go have a visit or he went to go to mental health. People went into his cell and they came back. They had 2 or 3 pictures. He was in there drawing and stuff like that. Spooky shit of like a devil, like holding people impaled to a pitchfork, like real weird stuff. Like, if you a Satanist, I'm sorry, that shit is weird. I'm sorry. Like, really, like, I don't want to judge you, but if you a Satanist, that shit is weird, man. I'm just saying, like, it's spooky. Like, why are you drawing people impaled to a devil that you personally never seen before? Or so I think, I assume, you know what I'm saying? At that point, we basically had a house meeting. The people who went in the cell came out with the picture and passed the picture around to the dudes who ran the crib, the rest of the team, and everyone else in the crib, including the day room niggas. And we all just looked and we were all like basically just shocked. Like, this is some movie shit. Like, who does shit like this? Like he's staring at people weird, like he's possessed. He's yelling at people, speaking in tongues, and now he got pictures of like him or the devil killing people. Everybody else in the house, while this dude is gone, we basically declared that we was gonna spank him out the crib, knowing that the next day he got court. We gonna spank him out the crib, pack him up soon as he come back from court. Soon as he come back, unanimously, day room nigga and real nigga alike, the whole crib agreed to do this. The next day, this dude goes to court. We realized that by the time he come back from court, a certain CO is going to be on shift and we'll be able to spank him and nobody else will get in trouble. They'll just pack him up. Luckily, the kid did not come back to the island. He went home. Thus, he saved himself a whooping, a spanking of a lifetime, and possibly we saved ourselves from having any type of spell or curse put on us. This right here is the weirdest thing I ever seen on Rikers Island. The weirdest thing and the spookiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Weird, 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 spooky. And that's my story. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Almighty Nation.
Really the hottest nigga, you gon' respect this lava. I'm shooting it if I pull it, boy, make sure you want this drama. I bring it to you like it's Law and Order SVU. Turn you to a vegetable, now you look good inside a soup. Family come from Bishopville, but I grew up in that Bronx Zoo, where they shoot you dead in the street and then dance all on top of you. And I do what I gotta do.
Started. Please don't get me started.